Thank you. We'll call the meeting to order. We respectfully acknowledge that the county of Haliburton is located in the Treaty 20 Michi-Segag territory and in the traditional territory of the Michi-Segag and Chippewa Nations, collectively known as Williams Treaties First Nations. We acknowledge a shared presence of the indigenous nations throughout the area and recognize its original inhabitants as stewards of its lands and waters since time immemorial. Just as we begin our meeting, we do have the Deputy Warden's oath of office, I believe, to do.
That's correct. So, Deputy Warden Danielson, if you can read the oath aloud, please.
I, Elizabeth Danielson, have been elected to the office of Deputy Warden of the Council of the Corporation of the County of Haliburton. Do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, and I will make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Thank you.
I've signed the document.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just have one little small presentation here I'd like to give to the former warden, Liz, and I'd just like to read the letter that came from the Eastern Ontario Wardens Caucus, and it came from Chair Bonnie Clark. And it says, "Dear Liz, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for the years of service as warden of Haliburton County on the Eastern Ontario Wardens Caucus. As vice chair in 2023 and 2024, I had the pleasure of working closely with you on many initiatives and also served with you on the Eastern Ontario Regional Network. You've been an invaluable contributor to the EOWC, and we miss your intelligence, knowledge, and humor. I'm pleased that the County of Haliburton has recognized these important contributions. I wish you every bit of success in the future and know that we will remain friends. Sincerely, Bonnie Clark."
Oh, that's lovely.
And Your Honor, I was also asked on behalf of the CEOs of the Wardens Caucus to pass on their thanks for the efforts and support you've given our group over the last 6 years, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that, both the letter from Chair Clark and the comments from the CAOs. It really is a wonderful group to work with, and I enjoyed my years there.
Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interests?
We did have to approve the agenda. Oh, sorry, I got ahead of my.
I see none. Approval of agenda. Motion, Councillor Ferry, Councillor Dayu.
That the January 22nd, 2025 Haliburton County Council agenda be approved as amended.
All in favor? It's carried. The consent agenda. Someone move to adopt. Councillor Dayu, Councillor McKechnie.
That the items listed under the heading of consent agenda for January 22nd, 2025 be adopted as presented.
All in favor? It's carried. We're down to finance, I believe.
Yes.
Andrea? Oh, it's 10, sorry. Insurance renewal.
Good morning, Warden, members of council. The county's insurance policy prepared by Aon is renewing on February the 1st, 2025. The renewal policy shows that the insurance trends seem to be leveling out, which has resulted in a 2% overall increase this year, which falls within the budget. And there are no policy changes with the 2025 renewal.
Okay. Questions? Comment? Motion to receive? Councillor Danielson's, Councillor Right.
That report number COR 05-2025 be received, and further that the insurance renewal proposal provided by Aon effective February 1st, 2025 be approved as presented.
All in favor? It's carried. Thanks, Tanya. Public Works. Public Works January work plan update. So.
Good morning, Warden, members of council. This is our Public Works work plan update. Just a few items to update or note are the key findings. Number 2, the Potash Bridge RFT has been posted. It's out, and it will be closing on February 25th. So all is well there, and it seems to be a good solid document that's out now. And item number 5, winter maintenance is well underway, and it seems like the last 3 days have been the coldest days of the year so far. So, and just as for information, since November 18th to December 24th, the Public Works operations have managed 22 snowfalls, 4 freezing rain events, and 20 winter cleanup events as well. So they've been pretty busy since the start of the winter. For the fleet in number 7, we have closed our tandem truck tender RFP, sorry, and now we're in the process of evaluating the submissions. So we should have something to council for next council for on that. And I believe that's everything that I have to update.
Okay, thank you. Questions? All right.
I'd just like to say that I hope some of the school board trustees were out the last few mornings walking. I just saw that. I just thought that was important when the roads report was there.
Cease?
Yeah, it's just the cold snap that we're in, and it looks like we're gonna be in for a little while. Has it caused anything that you would have any concern about, or it's just we're prepared for this kind of cold?
No, I think we're prepared for this kind of cold. It seems like it's a colder snap now than we've had in the last couple of years. Last couple of years we've experienced 1 or 2 days, but now we're going on to 3 or 4 days so far. It's going to keep going until the weekend. So, but our crews and our roads are in pretty good shape, and they're holding up.
Other questions? Councillor Anderson?
Just a comment. I would like to see a schedule for an upcoming meeting, a discussion about the development of the new council chambers in the land registry office. I do take exception to, and I'm a bit concerned about some of the comments in the paper about the idea that there's only 2 meetings a month taking place in this building or in this room, and that there should be some consolidation with Minden Hills. I think that is something that needs to have a much greater discussion, and I do take exception to using the newspaper to forward our business without us having an opportunity to discuss it.
Gary?
I'll speak to the first part of the comment with respect. Yeah, so Mr. Cloutier will be bringing a full report back to council at our next meeting to go through the program, both the design program plus the construction program for the renovations of the new council chambers.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions for Sil? If not, motion to receive. McKechnie and Danielson.
That report PW 01-2025 Public Works Work Plan Update be received as information.
All in favor? It's carried. Thanks, Sil.
Thank you.
The planning department work plan update.
Thank you, Warden. I'll highlight just a couple things for council from the report. The new growth strategy is slated to be presented to council at the February 26th meeting. It's been a bit of a journey to get the project to this point, but we're confident we'll be bringing a good product to council for consideration at that time. The project's consultant will be doing a fulsome presentation for council, going through the report to detail their projections. We'll also be undertaking an overhaul of our department's pages on the county website in the coming couple of months. Our intent is to provide more information to the public when it comes to the shoreline preservation bylaw, as well as uploading the county's official plan and planning application forms onto the website, as they're currently only accessible by requesting them from staff. We feel these updates will provide the public with much needed resources at their fingertips rather than having us disseminate it when asked. So with that, I promised I'd keep it short. Council has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them at this time.
Questions? Councillor Danielson.
Just a comment that, with respect to the updating of the county's official plan, I wonder, once the county's official plan is done, we will all be redoing our official plans. If there's some opportunity for us to have a discussion about a consolidation, when I think about the cost of each one of us having to develop a new official plan, it's a lot of money. And if we all have to work, basically under the rule of the county's official plan, I think we could give some consideration to having one plan with maybe some particular sub-plans for that to address unique circumstances in each municipality. Just something to consider as we go forward.
Gary?
Thank you, Warden. Further, there's comments, the Deputy Warden. I've spoken with Ms. Purcell and also with my comments to council. We'll be bringing back recommendations or at least options for council to consider as part of the update to the service delivery review program that we're bringing back. I believe it's either the next meeting or the last meeting in February when the report comes to council.
Thank you.
Other questions? A motion to receive? Councillor Danielson, Councillor Carter.
That report PLN 2 2025 Planning Department Work Plan Update be received as information.
All in favor? It's carried. Thank you. Down to tourism update.
Morning, Warden Burton and Council. I'm pleased to present the first tourism update for this year. A couple of key highlights we'll go through and answer any questions if you have any. I'm happy to report that we are expanding the winter edition of Haliburton this year and incorporating a live music component for the whole month of February. We were able to do this through some grant funding we received. We'll be working with some local venues to provide a partnership opportunity and marketing the events. And we're also looking at using some of this grant funding to update some of our websites, the Haliburton website and possibly the My Haliburton Highlands website if there's opportunity there. So it's a good news story for us. Some other good news, we have been working on some marketing partnerships with the Ontario Highlands Tourism Organization and Destination Ontario, which are at no cost to us. They're being funded by those two partners, which is really great because these are some really big marketing campaigns and some really big dollars. So we're excited about that. It's a winter spotlight that we're doing right now, and then we're doing a fall one as well this year. We're getting close to the end of our county map project. The signage is all being made as we speak, and hopefully will be installed this spring once the weather warms up and the ground warms up. And then we do have some results from some surveys that were conducted last year near the end of the year with stakeholders throughout the region. One is from our survey and one is from a survey that OTO did. Most of the results are fairly positive with a lot of our businesses looking into this year with some optimism. So we're happy to see that. And I can answer any questions at this time if you have any.
Questions? Councillor Dayo.
Thanks a lot for the report. Just looking at the stakeholder engagement results, I wonder if you could dig down a little bit more on the section on total visitation to tourism businesses in 2024 compared to 2023. We've got almost a 50-50 split. I mean, it's not quite there, but with some saying significantly better, many saying slightly better, but then quite a few saying slightly worse and significantly worse. Is there any way to sort of disaggregate what those numbers mean, either for this report or for a future report, so that we know, you know, is it the same type of tourism business that is experiencing the slightly worse, or I'm just not sure what to do with this broad spread of
Yeah.
results.
Yeah, so that response came from the OTO survey, so I could reach out and get some further information about that and see if they have some actual specific data.
I
and if
think
they
that would
could
be really
provide-
helpful. If that's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Other questions? Not motion to approve the Councillor Danielson, Councillor Ferry.
That report EDT 2025 tourism update, January 25 be approved.
All in favor? It's carried. Thanks, Angelica.
Thank you.
Physician recruitment. Physician recruitment update.
Good morning, Warden and members of County Council. I bring before you this morning an update of my activities for physician recruitment since my last report, which was in October. Dr. Mia Vanderlieden will be starting her first day of practice in Kinmount on February the 3rd, and she has been gradually building up her patient roster to include 375 patients from Haliburton County. The Eastern Ontario Alliance, Physician Recruitment Alliance is going well, and they're ramping up their events for this year. And we're looking forward to continuing involvement with them to increase our exposure nationally and internationally. And we also, or I am also seeing continued interest from physicians, have several strong leads for full-time practice that I'll be working with throughout the spring. And I welcome any questions or comments.
Questions? Seeing none. A motion to approve, McKechnie and Carter.
That report EDT 01 2025 physician recruitment update, January 2025 be approved.
All in favor? It's carried. Thank you. Okay, I believe we're down to a closed session. Motion to move into close. Councillor Dayu, Councillor McKechnie.
That in accordance with MISPLAC section 239(2) sub B and E, Haliburton County enter into closed session for the following reasons: personal matters about an identified individual, including municipal or local board employees, physician recruitment, and litigation or potential litigation involving matters before administrative tribunals affecting the municipality, local board, insurance claim update.
All in favor? It's carried. Confirmation bylaw. Move. Councillor Ferry, second by Councillor Carter.
That bylaw 4287 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the January 2025 meeting of Haliburton County Council because there be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed.
All in favor? It's carried. Adjournment. McKechnie and Carter.
That the January 22nd, 2025 meeting at Haliburton County Council be adjourned at 9:46 a.m.
All in favor? It's carried. Thank you. Thank you, staff. Thank you.